welcome back to the channel. In this video we will continue our tutorial series for Art of War 3, and in this one we are gonna look at our shop in the game where you can purchase stuff both with in-game money and your real money. Everything is actually pretty self-explanatory here, but I will go over them just in case. First off, we have our credits in the game. As you can see, we have two different kinds, the green one and the yellow one. The green one is the basic money in the game. You will earn it in your battles. You will earn them from your contracts, your quests, and pretty much everything. You will use it to upgrade your units, buildings, and you can also get some boosts with it as well. The second one is your golden credits. This one, actually both of them can be purchased with real money in the credits section. The golden credits are more valuable than the green ones. You can use them to speed up your upgrades. You can get boosts, premium avatars, or just convert them to the green credits right here. And as you can see, we actually have tokens, these silvers in the game as well. These are only used to open these containers. To open these, you are gonna need silver tokens. The game actually gave like up to 3,000 tokens at New Year's Eve as a gift to the players. There might be events like that where you can earn it. You can also watch some ads to get it if you're lucky. Other than that, you can buy it to open these containers.
I'm sure it's your lucky day.
Don't really have to do that. If you don't want to spend any money, that's okay. You don't have to get it, it will not be important. And this is pretty much it for the credit section. And next we have boosts. Our boost will be pretty important in your battles. You are gonna lose them a lot. And it's not actually, the game can be seen as pay to win, but the game will actually give you a lot of boosts in leveling up, and you will gain a lot of credits to buy them. So even if you don't spend any money in the game, you are gonna have boosts. So I wouldn't worry about that much if you don't want to spend any money on the game. There are lots of boosts here, as you can see, lots of different ones. We are gonna go over them now. Starting with, let's first of all look at these three different kinds. The first one is the blue boost. These are the most basic ones. It will give the least amount of things to you. Next is red. As you can see, it will cost golden credits to buy, but you can also get these actually with green credits as well. If you scroll down here, you can see you can actually get them with green credits as well if you want. You can get the golden ones as well, but you can get them with golden credits too, which I actually prefer. The red will be better than blue, and the worse than yellow. They are pretty good actually. If you are free to play kind of guy, then it's okay. You can go with blue and red. I mean, they will be good. You will not have to use the golden ones. And of course, the gold boosts are the most powerful ones. Let's start by looking at the infantry attack here. It will increase the damage and speed of your infantry by 10%, and it lasts 30 seconds. Of course, that duration will change in the battle actually. As it says in here, each boost used in the battle increases the duration of the next boost during this battle. For example, when you use the infantry attack, it is the first boost in the game that you have used, let's say, then the next one, the duration of the next one will increase by 5% actually. If it's 100 seconds, it will be 105 seconds, and this can go to maximum of 50%. And blue, red, and golden ones will increase it in different amounts. It's a good little thing to have. Infantry attack, like I said, 30 seconds, but it can get higher. If you look at the red one, the damage increases to 20%, speed is the same. And the golden one will give 30% damage, and the plus one, firing range. Like I said, the golden boosts are, of course, will be better, but you will get away with just using the red ones. I mean, the boosts will not let you win a game that you are losing. I mean, they can, if you are, in an advantageous position, using the boosts can assure that you are gonna win if you are already good. That's what I think about them. Next is infantry training. Reduces infantry training time by 15%. Duration 60 seconds. Infantry training red one 30% and golden one 50%. Of course, when you want to use the attack boost, for example, you will want to be in a position where you are attacking or the enemy is attacking you. You don't want to use it for no reason, and you want to use the training boost when you are training the units. And it's better if you have 2 or more barracks to fully get the advantage of the boost. And the next one is scouting. Affects infantry visual range plus 2 cells, and container collection time minus 10%. That's not really that important, but the visual range is good. When you start off the game, you are gonna collect containers, and you want to do that as fast as possible because you don't want the enemy to get the containers, you want to get them. So you will use the infantry scouting boost in every battle, in most battles at least. So it's important. I stocked up on it actually, as you can see here. Let's look at the red one. Visual range plus 3 cells, but speed plus 10%. Container collection time minus 20%. The gold one will give plus 4 visual range and 20% speed. The container collecting time is not that important because when you get inside the range of the container, you can just click on it and get the resources. But it can be useful if you forgot to get the container because you are busy looking at somewhere else. It needs a certain amount of time to get it, and this will reduce that. So it can be useful, but not as important as the visual range and the speed. These are the 3 infantry boosts. Next up we have our vehicles, and it's the same thing. Attack, production, and scouting. As you can see, it's the same thing. I'm not gonna go over them one by one. The vehicle scouting actually may not be that useful. It may not look that useful because when you're starting the game, you're gonna use the infantry for scouting. So why is there a vehicle scouting boost? Well, the visual range boost actually is a pretty good thing when you are using the siege weapons like Mammoth or Torrent, because especially Mammoth, because Mammoth can shoot places where it cannot see. I mean, the firing range is much higher than its visual range, so having this can be good to see the enemy further ahead, so you can start shooting with Mammoth or Torrent earlier. So it's pretty good for that. And the speed is nice as well. And next is air boosts, air attack. It's the same thing, but it gives 50% speed this time. Production is the same thing. And as you can see, we have a different one here: aviation servicing. If you read here, increases aircraft refueling and repair speed by 15%. Now, when you make fighters or bombers in the game, like Vertex, you will use them. It will attack the enemy, it it will get damaged, it will run out of fuel, it will get back to the airfield, and it will get repaired and refueled. And this basically reduces that time. It can be useful. For example, the enemy is coming at you with vehicles and infantry, but your planes are out of fuel and cannot attack them. So when you use it, you can get the planes up into the air earlier. So it can be really useful if you are going for fighters and you don't have any defense to protect them while they are refueling, or if you really just want to put the pressure on the enemy. Next is naval boosts. These are the same: naval attack, naval production. As you can see, they are the same numbers. And here we have something different: the naval strike. Affects naval units, visual range +1 cell, firing range +1 cell, 30 seconds. As you can see, it will get higher, 1, 2, 3. Now, when will this be useful? When you are trying to attack the enemy's naval defense with your Viking, for example, and you want to start shooting as further as you can be from the defense. So, because when you are trying to get in the range, get the naval defense in your range, the defense will probably start shooting at you first. So this can be pretty useful for that. You may not lose your ship. And the most important use of it is the naval raiding. Because the enemy will have buildings by sea, hopefully in the coast, and you have a ship, they don't have any defenses. You want to destroy their buildings easily. This will give extra range, so you can shoot at further targets in the land. It can be pretty useful if you are going for a naval battle and you want to attack the enemy base. You may want to use this one, it will come in handy. The attack can be actually pretty good as well, but I would prefer the strike. The extra range, I think, for me at least, better than 20% damage. The next boot is common attack. As you can see, it affects all units. So if you have a mixed army, you have infantry, vehicles, aircraft, perhaps some navy. When you use this one, all of your units will get the boost. But as you can see, it is more expensive. So if you have just one kind of unit or two, you may not want to use it. You may just want to use infantry or vehicle or aircraft, whatever it is that you are using, and don't spend common attack because it is the price is higher than those. Next is common defense, and as you can see, this has a different thing in here. It gives a different amount of boost in the battle, in the first 10 minutes of the battle and after that. So it's has an anti-rush effect. If the enemy is rushing you and you use the common defense, you will get, in the first 10 minutes of course, you will get more amount to help you defend your base. It's good. As you can see here, the blue one will increase the all units damage by 15%, defender buildings damage 15%, building armor 15%, buildings firing range +1 cell. And after the first 10 minutes of the battle, if you use it after the 10 minutes, it's, as you can see, a little bit less than the anti-rush effect, and you don't get the range. Here you can see the red one will give much higher amounts, and the golden one is much better. I can see myself using the red one if I'm trying to boom up, go for higher tier units, and the enemy is coming at me with lower tier units, and I don't have any much units or defensive structures to defend. I am gonna use it. It can be really useful. The next one is common production. Same thing actually. It will just affect all units production time. it can be again be useful if you are going for a mixed kind of army. It can be used, but of course it's higher. The cost is higher. For example, red one is 5 credits and this one is 8. So keep the cost in mind while using. Next up is supply, advanced supply. It will increase your resource income in the battle. It can be pretty useful. I see myself using it. Actually, let's buy some red ones here. I will be enough for now. The blue one gives 10%, red 20, and gold will give 30%, and the duration is 60 seconds, which can go up to 90 seconds if you reach the 50% in the battle. It can be it's good to have this it's good to have extra little bit of credits in the battle. You can put some more defenses, make some more buildings. It can be useful. Advanced construction reduces building construction and upgrading time. Blue for 10%, red by 20%, and golden for 30%. Well, in the start of the battle, you have your deployment time, so buildings are made in 3 seconds anyway. It will not be much of a use there. But in maps with C, in higher levels of gameplay, I saw Strogach doing it, and I think other players do it as well. They try to upgrade their headquarters as fast as they can in the deployment time, so they can build the shipyard in the deployment time as well. So it can be useful for that, but you are gonna need to upgrade your construction yards fully, use the golden boost, and get some skills to the construction speed here. Well, other than that, it can also be useful, but I don't actually use it that much. If you are building like a lot of buildings at the same time, it can be useful. A lot of defensive structures maybe, or you are trying to get to a higher tier unit as fast as you can, it can be useful. But I don't use it that much personally. Next is common recovery. Increase the regeneration and repair speed of all units and buildings by 2 times, 3 times, and 5 times. You got into a battle with your enemy, your units are highly damaged. Basically, if you use it, they will repair much faster. I actually never use this one in battle. Because your units will most likely blow up, but if they don't and they survive on a little amount of HP and the enemy is gonna come at you any second, you can use it to repair the units a little bit more so they can perform better. It can be useful, but like I said, I never actually used it in battle. Next is emergency measures. Now this is an important boost actually, I use this one a lot. The blue one gives 10% armor to buildings, 10% damage to defensive buildings, and 100 energy. Now, what makes this boost very important for me at least is that I use it at the start of the battle, so I can put down my barracks as fast as I can. Because when I use the emergency measures, I'm not gonna have to build a power plant to power up my barracks. First I put down my barracks and then I put my power plant, thanks to this little boost here. And it can be useful in other scenarios as well. The enemy is attacking you, for example, a back door maybe, and he cut down your energy and your defensive structures are not working. What are you gonna do? You're gonna use the emergency measures and give energy to your buildings again, so you can keep earning your credits, keep making units, buildings, so it can be useful. Red one will give 300 energy and a little bit more armor and damage, and the gold one will give 530% armor and damage. It's a pretty good boost. Now these 3 boosts were actually recently added. I never actually used them yet, but let's look at them. Reserve HQ. Restores the destroyed HQ to its previous level for free, no higher than level 1. Recovery speed is 1.2. The recovery starts automatically at the location of the destroyed HQ. It can be activated only after your HQ has been destroyed by the enemy and can be applied to the first headquarters only. So it can be used one time per battle. As you can see, that's a pretty hefty price. But in a scenario like your enemy has made a lot of fighters, for example, and he went straight to your HQ and destroyed it. So this can be pretty useful in that scenario. But the enemy has already destroyed a lot of your buildings, including your headquarters. It might be a little late to use it actually. The red one will restore up to level 2, and the golden one will restore up to level 3. Now, considering the credit amount that you're gonna spend in battle to make and upgrade your headquarters, you'll save a lot actually. To make the headquarters, you're gonna need 1000 credits. Upgrading to level 2 will cost you 400, and to level 3 will cost you 800, giving us total of 2200 credits. But as you can see, the golden boost will cost 100 golden credits. That's a lot of credits for me. And I don't think you will actually use this fund in battle as well. The next one is reconstruction. This one can be useful. The blue one will allow you to restore up to 2 destroyed administrative buildings for free, which are power plants, supply centers, and construction yards. The recovery speed is the same. And as you can see, actually, the recovery speed will increase as the boost gets better. The red one will allow you to restore up to 4 buildings, and the golden one up to 6 buildings. This one can be applied also for once per battle. You cannot use it more than once. I think this might be useful. I can see myself using this one maybe if things go really bad. Next is air raid warning. It's basically an anti-air boost. Damage of all units and defensive buildings to enemy aviation plus 10%. Damage from enemy aviation minus 10%. Firing range and visual range of station and mobile air defenses plus 1 cell. Duration 30 seconds. This one doesn't cost that much, and if your enemy is coming at you with fighters or perhaps mass helicopters, it can be really useful. But of course, for it to work, you are gonna need some anti-air units or structures first. The red one, 20% and plus 2 range, 30% and plus 3 range. It can be useful, I think. And that's pretty much it for boosts. As you can see, you can, like I mentioned at the start of the video, you can purchase them with green credits as well. Here you can see you can get the golden ones as well, but the price gets higher. I personally choose to buy them with golden credits because I want to use my green credits for upgrading units and buildings. That's what I want to use them for. Next we have our packs. As you can see, there's a lot of different packs in the game. Let's go over them now. Actually, first of all, let's start at bottom, the starter pack. I bought this one. It provides you fast growth and some constant bonuses like this mini-map before a battle. It can be good. It's nice to see the map before you start the battle. But even if you don't, it may not be that important because you're gonna scout the map with your infantry as fast as you can anyway. But the thing about it that it might be a problem, a little bit of problem in water maps, because you may not see that there is water in the map, and you might place your construction yard further away from the water, so you may not be able to get containers on the water. So that's bad actually. But you are in that scenario, you gain an advantage in the land actually. What you lose on the water, you are gonna gain on the land actually. So it's not always that much of a problem if you don't want to buy it, but it was actually pretty cheap. To actually support the game, you might want to buy it. It's a pretty good
Upgrade
pack.
complete.
Oh, my upgrade is complete. Thank you. You might want to buy it. It's pretty cheap. It will give you 100 credits every day for 30 days and 500 credits extra on days 1 and days 30. So giving us a total of 4,000 golden credits, 300 tokens, which gives us 6
You are
chance
very
at
close to
the
the big prize.
middle container here, which you can get a lot of things, and 100 boosts extra. And it actually doubles the bonus credits you get in PvP. If you click here, you can see the amount you get from your win rate. It will increase that. It's good. It's a good pack. I recommend it. The next is Provident pack, which I actually bought today. There was a 80% sale on it. I did not want to miss it. And why I bought it is because, as it says in here, 2 upgrades at a time forever. Now, without Provident pack, you can upgrade only one thing at a time. With Provident pack, you can upgrade a unit and a building at the same time. That was pretty important for me to reduce the time. I got it. It also gives 3,000 golden credits and 300,000 green credits and 200 boosts for all occasions, which 190 of those are golden. That's pretty good as well. That's a lot of credits right there. It's a good pack if you want to spend some money. I would recommend us to get it at a sale, not at the regular price. I got it at an 80% sale. That's what I recommend. Actually, that's what I recommend for all of the packs. You want to get them at a sale. Wait for a sale and buy them then, if you are gonna buy them. Next is Advanced pack. Let's see. It gives 2,000 golden credit, green credits to reward for the first victory per day forever. As you may or may not know, you actually get a little bit of extra credits for your first victory that day, and this increases that. 30 days of premium, which I will go over next. 2,000 golden credits, 200,000 green credits, and 150 boosts, which 100 of them is golden. I don't think I'm gonna buy this one actually, at least in the not for quite some time actually. I'm not gonna buy it because it's not that important, but you have the money for it, just go for it actually. But like I said, buy it at a sale. Quick start pack. For 30 days, all of the upgrades in the workshop are carried out 2 times faster, which saves up to 720 hours in upgrades, and double that amount with a Provident pack. 500,000 green credits, 500 golden credits, and 100 boosts. I didn't buy it. It wasn't at a sale. Maybe if it was like on a 90% sale, I would get it. But the 2 times faster thing is just for 30 days, so I'm looking for something permanent here when I'm buying, so I did not buy it. The special 15 pack. And by the way, I forgot to mention, you can buy these packs for one time only. You can get them for once. You cannot get them multiple times. Special 15 pack, 1500 golden credits, 7 days of premium, 150 boosts, and 9 skill points. Actually, when you think about it, the 9 skill points isn't that much. So if you are getting it, you are probably gonna get for the premium boost and the golden credits. The 9 skill points you can actually earn pretty fast while doing the tournament battles. It's not that important. Special 30 pack, same thing, but everything is increased, including the price, of course. Special 50 pack, same thing again, but increased amounts. Lucky 30 pack. Let's see. 1500 tokens, 100,000 credits, 15 days of premium, 150 boosts. Now with 1500 tokens, you can get 3 of this golden container, or a lot more of the red one. If you are lucky, you can get a lot of things from it. But for me, the price is high. I don't see myself buying it. The Lucky 50 pack, it has a lot more tokens, 30-day premium, a lot more boosts, credits, everything. Like I said, if you have the money for it, then just go for it. And if you are lucky, you can get a lot of stuff from these tokens. It can be pretty huge actually if you are lucky. But if you're unlucky, you may regret buying it. Next is economical pack. Let's see. You don't want to pay a lot, but want to have stable income to accelerate growth, and this pack is for you. Enter the game every day and get 5,000 credits, 50 golden credits, 20 tokens, 2 random gold boosts, and the plus 30 days of premium status. And the duration of the pack is for 30 days, so giving us these amounts at the end of the 30 days. Pretty standard pack, if you ask me. And from here, these packs will include different kinds of boosts from here on out. They will all contain some credits. And the aggressor pack, a set of boosts for aggressive actions for those who prefer fast and powerful attacks. Healer pack, rapid construction of a base gives you a huge advantage over the enemy. Quick reconstruction after repelling attacks allows you to counter-attack the weakened enemy. Let's see, it gives the advanced supply, construction, recovery, emergency measures, reserve HQ, and reconstruction. Now, buying these packs, of course, will be more economical than buying the boosts. But on packs, you are spending real money. But if you are gonna spend real money to get boosts or credits, these packs might be better to get. But they are gonna contain a specified category of boosts, so keep that in mind. Tactician pack. Let's see. Infantry attack, scouting, vehicle attack and scouting, aviation servicing, strike, common defense, and the other stuff. Strategist, and some contains almost all of them are golden. It's pretty good. It's pretty diverse. Emergency pack. Let's see, what is this? The common defense, building, recovery, emergency measures, and all that. Master of the Sea pack. From the name, you can understand that it will contain naval boosts, a lot of them. Conqueror pack. Let's see. Attack, training, scouting, attack, production, scouting. It has a lot of boosts, actually pretty diverse. But the price is pretty high. But there's a lot of boosts in it. And our final pack, the Liquidator pack. Now, as you can see, it has 640 boosts of red and golden kind, 500,000 credits and 5,000 golden credits. Actually, funny story. My friend and I actually accidentally bought this pack, and it was horrifying. It's pretty expensive, as you can see. 378 Turkish liras, which makes, actually it doesn't make that much when it's converted to dollars or euro, but for me it's a pretty hefty price. It's more than my monthly earning, monthly pocket money at least. It has a lot of boosts, a lot of credits, and we actually spend a lot of time trying to revert the purchase, calling Google Play, trying to get it back, get a refund, and we actually did. They were pretty nice about it. The Gear Games didn't make any problem with it as well. We got our money back, and whatever the game gave us, the credits. Actually, the pack didn't give credits at that time. It only gave boosts. The boosts were subtracted from the account. We didn't have any problem with it. They are nice about it. But be careful when buying these stuff. My friend actually just clicked on it because he knew that there wasn't any money on my debit card, but turns out it was connected to the credit card, and we didn't realize that. It was pretty bad. It's my fault too, actually. It's mostly my fault. This is it for packs, actually. And next we have premium. Now what premium gives you is that 50% reward for PvP victories. You will gain more credits, and 5 extra stars for PvP battles can be disabled. Now if I ever get premium, I am gonna disable that, because I do not want to advance levels too fastly. I want to go at a regular speed, because higher level players will have stronger units, and you don't want to deal with that. And actually here it says the option is active until the rank of 23 and can be switched off if you wish. After 23, I think you cannot disable it. That's what I understand from this. It's a pretty hefty price for 1 day or 3 days, but for longer periods it can be good. Actually, the game will give you a 7 days premium at like 99% off for you to try it, and you will, if you did not get that yet, you are gonna get it. You can see how premium is like, and you can actually see the enemy and the map before a battle. With starter pack you can see the map, but you cannot see the enemy, and with premium you can see the enemy as well, which isn't that important, but it can be nice. And highlight profile name in chat, it gives a little something here, and it can be disabled. And open containers without ads. You are gonna sometimes get containers here, you can watch an ad to open it. There are not gonna be any ads for it. A nice little gesture. Premium is not that important for me. I mean, if you are not gonna spend real money on the game, then forget about it. It's not that important. Even if you don't have it, it's not gonna affect you. And avatars. Here we have a lot of different avatars, and they are different for Confederation and Resistance. Some of them are free, and some of them you can get for credits. I really like this one, actually. I would buy this one if I was gonna buy it. It in no way affects your gameplay, so if you don't have any extra credits for it, do not buy it. But you can buy it to support the game. They are skins after all. And you can see some of them will cost higher. And these are the VIP avatars. As you can see, it costs 5,000 credits. And actually you get the VIP in one of the packs here. Actually, I forgot which one was it. I forgot about it right now. You should have seen it actually. I'm going over these. Anyway, after the avatars we have our flags to display. There are a lot of different flags. You may not find your country. It might be added in the future. It's 500 credits. It's a pretty hefty price if you ask me. I am not going to get it if I somehow get rich one day. But you can get it and you can show off your flag. If you look at ratings here, a lot of the people have it. Russian flag, mostly. Let's see, some people have the VIP as well. And that's pretty much it for the shop. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Just hit me, I will answer them as soon as I see it. That's pretty much it for this video, and I will see you next time.